white, and it features the Halifax Hawks and the Bedford Blues.
Good day, hockey fans. Today we have the Halifax Hawks versus the Bedford Blues in Game 4 for each of them in the provincial qualifiers. Callum takes the draw, wins it cleanly back to Wyatt. Wyatt takes a look, changes directions, flips it over. Bedford takes a shot on net, and Sam smothers it. And we're going to get a defensive zone face-off here. Bedford changes up their lines. Bedford controls the draw back to the point. It comes out. They shoot it back in deep. They got to tag up as Jack Ripley takes it, breaks it out to Quan. Quan makes a move, and he starts mortaring. He burns and turns on the outside, going to the net, behind the net now, looking for a place to put it. Back to Ripper. Ripper shoots it back over to Quan. Callum gets on it, trying to get that puck. He's fighting for it. Quan's there in support. It gets out to Lucas White. He shoots it. Goalie easily hands off from the corner. Creighton cycles it back to Callum. Callum fighting off a check, taking hard into the boards. Bounces back quickly. Bedford's looking to break it out. We got other plans. We shoot it in, and the boys go for. Well, Callum gets it, shoots it back in. Goalie grabs it. We're going to get a defensive zone face-off in Bedford zone as the lines get swapped out. All right, you got Parker, Joe Rimmer, and Lachlan McKay out there with Kasopoulos and Mason. Dufour. Parker wins it back, and Dufour just rips it right into the net. Quite an impressive shot, a little too high. Parker gets set for the draw. The Bedford player gets kicked out. Number 18 comes in. Loose puck in the corner. Locken goes and bangs for the puck. Rimmer is there banging as well. Bedford's banging. There's a big battle going on there in the corner. Bodies are going to flown. It gets back out. Dufour picks it up over to Kasopoulos. Kasopoulos gets it. He ups it over to Joe. Joe, nice little touch to Parker. We get it in. This here's an offside. That might go all the way down to our end. He was yelling, or at least out, yeah, all the way down to our end there. He was yelling for the Halifax player to come out. I guess they didn't hear him. We're going to swap it out the lines and out again for both teams. Jake McPhee takes the draw. Bedford wins it back to the point. They throw it into the corner. Mateo goes in the corner. Sear's there first. Sear goes to an open wing. The Bedford player taps it in deep into the zone. Big hit there by the Bedford player. Over to Mateo now. Mateo picks it up. Bedford to the point, gets shot, deflected off of Drew's stick. Back over to Sear now. Sear picks it up. He goes off the glass and out of the zone as Bedford regroups in their own zone, looking for their breakout. Mateo intercepts that puck, Bedford recoups it. Bedford gets our line. He comes in. Out the outside, he takes a shot. A little bit high there, misses the net. They control the puck along the boards. Jake McPhee picks it up now, and he's turning and burning. Just misses Drew. And we get it all the way down the ice. They wave off icing, because I don't think they saw who did what. Bedford gets it out of their zone with speed. Lucas Wyatt over to Ripper. Ripper gets it. He shoots it in deep into the Bedford zone. Ben Creighton goes in there to try and cause some chaos. Bedford controls the puck as they're shooting it out. Lucas has it, reverses it back in. Bedford has the puck, looking to chip it out to center ice. Wyatt over to Ripper. Ripper over to Creighton. Creighton just a smidge offside there by Dort Kwan. And we're going to get a face-off in the neutral zone just outside of the Bedford's line. We got donuts on the board, folks, and there is 11:21 in the first period left to play. Jacob Parker comes to take the draw. He wins it cleanly back to Dufour, back to Kasopoulos. Kasopoulos goes off the boards and down the ice. They wave off icing because it doesn't get to the line. Kasopoulos comes in. Comes out to Kasopoulos. Kasopoulos picks it up. He shoots it. Deflection, big bounce in the corner. It comes back out. 3 Bedford players come to center ice. Breaking in hard. They center it, no one's home on the backdoor play. Along the boards there. Bedford regains control. Jacob Parker gets it, and he's off to the races here in center ice. He comes in, does a little dipsy-do, tries to get around a player. Sear has it now. Bedford controls the play over to the other side. Bodies get thrown there. Nice physicality play from Jacob Parker there. They dump it in deep into the Bedford zone. Bedford has possession. They're breaking out. Center ice. Luke Redwood ups it over to Drew. And I don't know why that door is still open. They blow the play dead. Looks like it was an offside. And we're going to get a face-off in the neutral zone just outside Bedford's blue line. Callum McDonald gets ready to take the draw. He wins it forward. Kwan goes left, goes right. He slides it in. Bedford player stands him up. And they're looking at the breakout there. Kwan picks it up. He slides it over to Creighton. Comes out to Woody. Woody takes a shot. Just misses the net. Callum over to Kwan, over to Creighton. Creighton does a little dance, a little dipsy-do. Mateo steps up, slides it back into the corner. Bedford gets it to the line and out. As the boys are trying to get that puck. And Callum was sitting on it, and we're going to get a face-off. 9:05 left to go in the first period. We got donuts on the board. The shots are 2 for Halifax, 1 for Bedford. It's feeling out here right now. These teams have seen a lot of each other in the last couple weeks. They're very familiar. Bedford controls it. They shoot it in to the line, and now they get it in a little bit deeper.
We were looking at getting, trying to get
The D go back and forth. Finally, Joe Rimmer gets it to center ice. He gets it. He dumps it in. Kasopoulos going in for the chase. Beautiful loose play in front. Little rough stuff as the Bedford player goes in to see if there's a rebound. I don't know if they're going to get a penalty for that or not. The refs could take one of each, or maybe just one. Nope, they decided to give everyone a warning, and it's still 5-on-5. We're going to get a defensive zone face-off here, and McPhee's taking the draw. Bedford wins it, back to the point, big shot over the net. And it got caught up in the back of the net, so we're going to get another defensive zone face-off. Yeah, these two teams actually played for the Southern Conference Championship. It was one heck of a game. It went to a shootout after 5 periods of hockey. It was 0-0, and Halifax ended up winning in a shootout. It was very well matched, very well played. These teams, like I said, know each other, and they're both a pretty class act. It was a fairly clean game. That being said, that was an icing call. We're going to go back to the Halifax end of the ice to do another face-off to the left of Sam Madison. Jake McPhee gets ready for the draw. Sear comes over, picks up the puck, slides it up. The ref's calling a hand pass in the offensive zone, so that means that the face-off is going to come out into the neutral zone just outside the Halifax blue line. McPhee, once again, gets ready for the draw. He wins it cleanly. Lucas steps up, slides it up to center ice. McPhee picks it up. He dumps it in, and he goes for a chase along with Sear and the rest of the boys, throwing bodies around. Lucas steps up. It gets chipped out. Nice little play there by Ripper to slide it back. Bedford controls it as they chip it back into our zone. Off the glass, just out of Sear's reach. Bedford throws it back in. Little ping pong action here in the neutral zone. Ripper slides it over to Lucas. Lucas back to Ripper. Ripper up to Creighton. Creighton makes the zone. No, he doesn't. He takes it. He enters the zone before the puck, and that's going to be an offside every time. 7-11 left in the first period. Zeros on the board. Cal McDonald get ready for the draw. Wins it cleanly back to Luke Redwood, over to Mateo. Mateo steps up. He's got some ice, and he's going to go. He makes the zone. Rough stuff around the boards there. Creighton muscles his way through over to Quan. Quan's burning and turning. He's coming in. He's got a break. He goes left. He goes right. Just loses the handles. What is he going for that backhand? Comes over to Bedford, intercepts it in there. Has a break going the other way. Luke Redwood over to Mateo. Mateo's looking up ice. He sees Quan. He hits him in stride at center ice, and Quad's coming in. He throws it in on net. The goalie makes a save, and we're going to get an offensive zone face-off here momentarily to the left of the Bedford tender. And I must apologize to the Bedford fans. I do not know. I call the Hawks games all the time, and I know some of your kids. I just don't know their numbers and their names. But I'll try to call as neutral as possible, but I am biased. Just a heads up. All right, so Bedford breaking it out here. Kasopoulos picks it up. And we're going to get our first penalty, and I think it's going to go to Jacob Parker. Maybe. I'm not sure what's happening here, why they called it dead, but we had the puck, so I'm assuming it's going to go to our, well, maybe it was a hand pass. Yeah, it looks like it was a hand pass. They're calling it dead. Outside of our line now. Jacob Parker Bedford wins it, gets it deep into the zone. We basically have, they're tagging up offside. Joe Rimmer wheels and deals past the blue line. He avoids a hit. It comes back out. Nice break here. Beautiful save by Sam as he shuts the door to keep the donuts intact. Nice shot there by number 14, I believe. He was looking for top cheese. He let a bullet go, and Sam was up to the challenge, and he stopped it. Defensive zone face-off here. Oh. Another shot. Goes off the netting, and we're going to get a defensive zone face-off here. Loose puck controlled. Oh, nice centering pass there by Bedford. Just didn't connect. Another shot. Lucas there wide there. Goes off his shin guards. Bedford controls it behind the net. Lucas comes out with it. Slides it up to Drew. Drew makes a move. He's got a 2-on-1 here with Sear. He slides it over to Sear. He shoots. Goalie come up with a stopper. I think that hit the outside of the net as Bedford comes back the other way now. Jack Ripley slides it over to Wyatt. Wyatt. Oh, just out of reach there. Back to Wyatt in his own zone. Taking a look, he finds Sear. Sear slides it over to Callum. Callum comes in, tries to dance around someone. That gets broken up as Bedford controls the play. Nice play there by Creighton to slide it in. They go the other way. Mateo slides it back over, just out of the reach of Quan. Bedford's looking to break it out as they make a move. They control it in their zone. They get a break here to center. Beautiful save by Sam. Bedford seems like they're definitely having their chances. Like I said, these two teams are very familiar with each other. They had two cracks at it there. Sam had to come up with two big saves to keep this a 0-0 game. Cal McDonald taking a defensive zone face-off here. 4:02 left in the first. Dort gets it, and he breaks to the outside. Bedford has it now, taking it out. Mateo comes back for it. Slides it over to Luke Redwood. Redwood ups it to Creighton. Creighton couldn't handle it. They shoot it back in. Sam gives it over to Woody. He doesn't look like what he sees. Brings it back over to Mateo. Mateo ups it. They bring it to the line. They shoot it off some shin pads. Back behind the net. Lachlan McKay has it now. He chips it off the board. He chips it out. Oh, look at this. Cal McDonald has it. He's breaking in. Makes it one move, two move. He comes in. He gets hit from behind. No call. They ring it around. Kasopoulos just misses it. And that's going to be icing. We're going to get face-off in the Bedford zone. 2:54 left. Donuts on the board, folks. And Jacob Parker is getting set to take the draw with number 19 on the Bedford side. Loose puck. Lachlan has it behind the net. He rings it around to Kasopoulos, just out of his reach. They get it out to center. Bedford gets the puck, regrouping, formulating their attack. Back over to Mason Dufour. Dufour up to Lachlan. Lachlan chips it off the board to center ice. Did a little ping pong action here. They're going back and forth with it. Bedford has control of it now. They chip it in. Slides it over. They slide it back. Soplis has it now. Over to Joe, just out of his reach. Bedford holds the line with a nice play there. Jacob flips it out. Bedford slaps it back in deep as Sam comes to play it out. Big shot there, goes off the shin pad. Someone's getting a penalty. We'll see who it is. It's number 8, Chisholm, I believe. Getting a penalty for tripping, perhaps. So this is going to be a power play for number 8. Yeah, number 8 gets the penalty for tripping. And we're going to have our first power play for the Hawks. Cal McDonald gets set for the draw. He wins it cleanly back to Doric. Doric over to Lucas. Lucas takes a step in. Why are they calling it offside? They kept the puck out, but they killed it, so we're going to do a face-off just outside of the Bedford blue line in the neutral zone. Cal McDonald get ready for the draw. Once again, it's won cleanly, back to Lucas, back over to Doric, and Doric is wheeling and dealing with some speed across the blue line. He makes the zone. He drops it off to Ben Creighton. Creighton battling for that puck. Sears taking a look. Sear comes it back to the point. Lucas to Creighton. Nice little backdoor. Oh my God, nice tic-tac-toe action there. Bedford has a nice play there trying to get it out. Sam comes out to play it, brings it over to Creighton. Sam has it again. Back to Lucas. We got 30 seconds left here. Lucas up to McDonald. McDonald slides it in. And he was out of position, but he calls it offside anyways. All right, 26 seconds here. A line change. We get it in, we float it in. And the boys go on the prowl here, trying to stop at some chaos. Woody picks it up now in his own end. He finds Joe Rimmer. Rimmer finds Lachlan. He chips it in, and that should do it for the period there. So at the end of 15, shots on goal, Bedford 10, Halifax 4. And I'd have to say that it's been a pretty much back and forth game. Lots of hustle, lots of battles, fairly clean. Some nice hits. As both So both teams are talking to their coaches, going over their strategies, what's working, what's not, what players they want shut down, what kind of systems they're playing. And to give everyone the background here, this game here could possibly be a 2-game series. So if Halifax wins, and they have a chance to clinch first overall. If Bedford wins, they have a chance to clinch second overall. But there is a good possibility that both teams will be playing the semis against each other tomorrow. So Halifax here starts off with a 28-second power play. Bedford wins it forward as they throw it into our zone. Woody goes back to pick up the puck behind his net. He reverses it. Ripper picks it up now, taking a look. He's skating out, he's got some room, and he's got some jets. They throw it in. Woody picks it up now, and that should kill the power play / penalty kill, no matter which way you look at it. Woody's skating through center ice with some speed. He gets in and he chips it in, and the boys go on the prowl looking for that puck. Joe comes in, nice potty there. Back to the point, Woody picks it up. He's looking, he throws it back in. The boys are first one on the puck. Actually, the Bedford players first one on the puck there. Nice little play there to get it out. They chip it out. Throw it to the open side as they gain the zone. Another shot on net. The boys getting organized in their zone as Parker shuffles it forward. Joe gets it now. He gets it out. Bedford controls it just outside of the line, waiting for them to get onside. They dump it back in deep. And they throw it back in. And we're going to get not a whistle. Woody picks it up, flips it to an open side. Nice little play there by Sear to break up that play. He makes his own, does a little spinorama. They throw it in front of the net. Bunch of bodies there. Sear comes in and starts banging. He controls the puck back over to Dufort. Dufort has a big shot. Comes back over. Sear picks it up here. Forwards it up to Drew Rimmer. Nice little pinch there by Katsopoulos. Drew has it now, makes a move. Bedford comes over to break that up, the Bedford player. Nice little opportunity here. Jake takes a shot. That goalie shuts the door, and we're going to get a face-off just to the right of the Bedford tender. We got donuts on the board and 12:31 left in the second period as Callum McDonald gets set for the draw. Bedford player gets kicked out. Number 18 comes in to replace him. Comes back over to Dufort. He misses it. And that's offside. Katsopoulos gets it, throws it in. Bedford controls it behind his net as Bedford controls it now, slides it out. They bring it out, makes the zone. Cameron comes in. I know Drew. Katsopoulos comes in, slides it over. Dork to Callum, to Creighton, back to Callum. Creighton recovers the puck. As Bedford comes in, makes a move, takes a shot, and Sam's there to shut the door once again. 11:32 left in the first, and we're going to get a face-off to the right of the Halifax goaltender. Jacob Parker gets set to take the draw. Big battle here. Bedford's going hard at it, the loose puck. They slide it out. It gets to the line, but not out as they keep it in. Mateo Mercer comes back to play that puck. He gets it, slides it up to Lachlan. Lachlan finds Joe Rimmer streaking in. That's offside. Oh, they call it no offside. I guess they just, nope. Bedford gets it, throws it in. Shot on net. Sam comes up to save, and we're going to get a face-off to the right or left of the Halifax goaltender. Shots are 14-5 in favor of Bedford Blues. As Jake McPhee gets set to take the defensive zone face-off. Sear has it now. Ripper gets the loose puck as he steps up. He shoots it in, and the boys go on a chase, looking to start some chaos. Sear's on the boards first. Ripper's first on the puck behind. Over to Sear. Bedford gets loose puck. Jake has it, slides it up to the line, not out. Beautiful play there by Jack to block that puck. It's getting a little rough there. Bodies are being thrown all over the place, I gotta be honest with you. It's exciting to watch. Just hope no one gets hurt. I know both of these kids pretty well. But that's being said, it is a hockey game. Nice centering pass there. Bedford controls it as they're breaking out. It's coming in. Drew slides it in, just missing the far side. Nice little play there from Callum to Dufour. Callum keeps his own as he does a dipsy-do. He gets tripped. Falls down there, and Bedford breaks out, making the zone, sliding it forward. Sam plays it in the corner. Back to the play, point. It gets tipped in front. Dufour fighting for that puck there. Bedford's got the pressure on. Kasopoulos gets the puck with some time. He ups it over to Kwan. Kwan starts rocking and rolling here. He makes the zone. That's offside. And we're going to get a whistle here, folks. Yeah, so some very nice pressure there by the Bedford team. They controlled the Ozo there for a good 30 seconds, creating some opportunities, cycling chances. All right, Drew Crammon was on the ice there. He's definitely a great player. Bedford controls it now as they try to get it out of their zone. Woody steps up, throws it on net, loose puck in front. Boys are battling for that as they cycle it back in the corner. Joe Rimmer is on the hunt there for that puck. Laughlin's looking. Bedford's moving the puck, getting out of their zone. Mateo gets it, slaps it back to neutral zone. They bring it back in. Beautiful save by Sam. Beautiful shot by the Bedford player. And we're going to get a face-off in the Halifax zone. 7:46 left to go in the second. We got donuts on the board, folks. Jake McPhee is getting set for the draw here. And he controls it as he starts wheeling and dealing with some of that speed of his. He's trying to up it. Nice little play there to Drew, just goes off his stick. Jake picks it up. He makes a move, cutting in the center. Nice play there by Sear. He tried to feed it back to him. Drew has it over to Jake. Jake has it behind the net. Sear picks it up in the corner, looking for a place to put it. He tries it back. No one's home, and we got a foot race here. Sam comes back out, plays it off the glass. Bedford gets it. A little ping pong action there, back in. They're waiting for them to tag up there. Bedford still has control as they enter the zone. Back to the point. They throw it in deep in the corner. Mateo goes back to pick up the loose puck. He ups it over to Sear. Sear gets it out to center ice, and Bedford controls it in their own zone as they pass it up. They got stuffed by Mateo there, but they still regain the puck, and they throw it back in. And another shot from the blue line, and Sam easily handles that with 6:42 left to go in the second. Shots are 18-5 for Bedford. Jacob Parker gets set for the draw. Battle going on against the boards. Bedford gets it. Lucas has it now, slides it back over to Ripper. Ripper slows it out. Joe tips it out to center ice as he goes in, looking to start some chaos. Nice little forecheck there. Centering pass. Jacobs shoots. Gets deflected. Joe passes it over to Lachlan. Lachlan looking to make a play. Brings it back to Ripper. Ripper takes a shot. It gets deflected in front. The goalie makes a great save there. They throw it back over to Lucas. Lucas picks it up as he comes in. Lachlan has it now, looking to cause some chaos. Back over. They take a shot from the point, battling in front for the rebound, and that gets tipped into the Halifax bench, and we're going to get a stoppage play and a face-off, I think, inside the Bedford zone. 5:40 left to go in the second. Callum McDonald set to take the draw. Bedford controls it as three of them look to break out. They regroup in their own zone. Ripper. Doric has it now, skating hard. He gets chipped. Bedford has a break here coming in, and Sam, he comes in, he takes a shot off his mask. Sam makes a tremendous save there. Beautiful shot from the Bedford player to make that happen, though. Creighton picks it up, taking a look. He starts skating away. Cameron comes in now, takes a shot. Matson makes a nice save. He throws it in front. Nice little play there by Ripper to get it. Quan comes in, storms the net, and the goalie makes a tremendous save. Back to Casopoulos. Casopoulos gets it. He takes a shot. It's blocked. Nice little play there by Mason. Over to Drew. Drew's wheeling and dealing. He slides it in, and he's on. He's going to be on the puck first here. He gets it. Over to Sear. Nice forwarding pass to Jake. Jake was in the slot. Takes a shot. Just goes off the heel of his stick. Beautiful save by Sam there on blocker side. Nice shot by the Bedford player. Wheeling and dealing across that line. Just under 4 minutes to go in the second. Shots are 21-8, and we got donuts on the board. And just to remind the viewers, the last time these teams played each other, it was definitely a doozy. And they went 5 periods without scoring, and it was decided in a shootout. Bedford gets waved out of the face-off circle. We win the draw over to Mateo. Mateo over to Rimmer. Rimmer over to Lachlan. Lachlan fights for possession of the puck. It comes out to Rimmer now. Rimmer waits for his boys to get onside. He slides it over to Woody. Woody picks it up. He slides it back down. Joe has it now. Slides it in. Bedford has control, bringing it out through neutral zone. Lachlan gets it, chips it in. Mateo has it. Lachlan's battling to get it in deep. He slides it into Bedford zone. They control the puck now. Back out to the point. Just over Woody's stick. He keeps it in. Sear is back there. Hits the ref. Beautiful play there by Mateo. Bouncing puck controlled by Bedford. They shoot it in deep as they go on the hunt. Woody picks it up, slides it over. Creighton has it now as he's coming in. Three Bedford players come through center ice, making the zone. Nice little dingle-dangle there for them. Big hit by Lucas being absorbed there. Sear has it now. Slides it over to an open wing. Bedford regains control of the puck. Creighton gets it. He makes it, brings it in, and that's going to be an offside. They're calling an offside there. I think there was a bench change, a player change on the Halifax bench that created the offside. 1:42 left to go in the second. Quan taking the draw. Casopoulos in the foot race here. Nice little body there. Quan picks it up over to Jake, over to Drew. Drew makes a move, splits the D, comes in. Nice back check by the nice centering pass. Bedford has it now, and they're going the other way. They throw it in. Quan's on the puck here. They slide it out all the way down the ice. We're in a foot race here. Katsopoulos over to Mason. Mason rings it just out of Laughlin's reach. Looks like Bedford's getting 2 minutes for interference. I can't comment on the play. I was watching. It must have been behind the play. Doesn't seem like he's very happy about it though. We're going to go on a power play for the next 50 seconds. The power play unit is on the ice for the Halifax Hawks. Comes out to the line and out. Creighton has it now. As he's wheeling and dealing with some speed, he makes the zone. Over to Callum. Callum's looking back out. Nice shot there. Goalie comes up with a big save. 26 seconds left to go in the second period, and the shots are 22-10. Donuts on the board, and we got a face-off to the right of the Bedford goaltender. Bedford gets waved out. They control the puck and all the way down the ice. This is going to be played by Sam. 15 seconds left. Nice little play over there. Chip play to Creighton. Creighton makes his own. And this is going to be the end of the period. So at the end of 30 minutes, you have a good back and forth kind of game. I have to say that I think Bedford has had a little bit more O time, definitely more shots. They've outshot Halifax 22-10. They're both teams are going to go back, and I think this is going to be representing of seven periods in a row that they haven't scored on each other. So this is definitely something that coaches are going to be talking about. It would not surprise me that both coaching teams go back and try to reinvent the wheel and motivate their players to come out in the third and give it for the Gipper, if you know what I mean, and win the game. So I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back.
Tennessee or Santa Monica, you've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Don't think I've left you all behind. Still love you in Tennessee. You're always on my mind. And mama, every Saturday I can hear your southern draw 1,000 miles away. Saying, God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Welcome back to the ice for the third period of play. The Halifax Hawks and the Bedford Blues.
Welcome back, hockey fans. The players are coming back to the benches with probably a new strategy of how to put the puck behind one of these tenders. Both tenders have been putting on absolute great display of goaltending, making saves, being solid for their teams, keeping them in the game. Halifax is going to start off with a power play. There's 1:10 left in the power play. They got their unit out. Callum McDonald starting off at center ice, getting ready for the draw. Quan picks it up, and he's off to the races as he's burning and turning. And that's going to be offside. Got caught up in the ref's skates. Callum taking the face off just outside. They get it in. Bedford controls it, and they shoot it directly out all the way down the ice as Quan comes back for it. Lucas has it now, slides it over to Creighton. Creighton comes in with speed into the zone. He chips it in, and he's on the prowl. He brings it over to Quan. Quan backhand it blindly to the point. Lucas was not home. Lucas comes back for it, and he's skating hard with 30 seconds left in the power play. A little sense of urgency here. It comes all the way out. Quan comes back for the puck. Quan gets it now, slides it over. McDonald has it at center ice as he makes the zone. He comes in. He slides it to an open wing. Joe has it now. Bedford has it. They shoot it all the way down. This should be icing, but it's not because it's played by Sam. It's back to 5-5 now. Lachlan has it, and he's storming in. He's got some open space. He takes a shot a little high there. It comes out. Nope, it stays in, but Bedford controls it as they're looking to push the play. They bring it in, putting it deep. They center it. Jacob breaks it up as he plays it out to Lachlan. Lachlan chips it up into his own bench, and we're going to get a face-off, I would say, deep in Halifax territory. Face-off is won by Halifax, controlled by Halifax. Drew has it now. He's skating out. He finds Jake just outside of his reach. Kasopoulos gets it and he slaps it in. Bedford tries to break it out. Slap back in by Kasopoulos. Jake has it now, working it deep into the zone. Kasopoulos has it. He shoots it. Just misses a tip there by Jake. Quan's on it. Nice little play there. Back to the point to Kasopoulos. Kasopoulos throws it back in. He has it. He throws it back in again. He gets blown up. Bedford keeps it in deep into the zone. Sear looks like he'll be first on the puck here as he battles, takes a hit to make a play. Mateo picks it up, slides it over to Creighton. Creighton avoids a hit. He just almost hits Mason there, streaking. Callum throws it to center ice. Bedford throws it back in. Callum starting things off. Mason has it now. He goes left, he goes right. Throws it in. Mason banging in the corner there. Centering. Looks like they mixed something up there. They put Mason forward during the rushes, or I don't know if that was coincidental or not, but very effective. And Callum stayed back. Callum's getting ready for the draw here. He gets waved out. And Creighton comes in to take the draw. He wins it cleanly back. Woody throws it on net. Bedford comes out in numbers. It gets broken up. Woody comes back to play the puck. He reverses it back over. Nice little play there by Callum to get it out. Bedford retrieves it in their own end, sliding up to neutral zone. Nice touch pass there. Oh, Callum intercepted that. Bouncing puck. Callum gets it in. Bedford goaltender plays it for his D. They slide it out. Mateo comes out, slides it over to Woody. Nice play there. Just missing Joe on the cross pass. Mateo steps up, gets it in to the Bedford zone. Bedford pushes it back out. Bedford controls it as they are building some speed. They get nullified there by a check by Parker. Rimmer trying to get it out, fighting off the check from Bedford. Bedford now in their own zone, looking to break it out. They're chipping it off the glass. Lachlan has it, Joe has it. It's a bouncing puck. Bedford has it now, and they're streaking. Beautiful save by Sam. That's offside. A little funny business happening behind the play between Ripper and another Bedford player. They were having a conversation about bowling next Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
.937 left to go in the third. Quan gets ready for the draw. McPhee gets it, dumps it in deep as the boys go on the hunt. Nice little play there. Bedford. He's going to get, Rimmer's going to get 2 for hooking there. He got his arm caught in behind one of the Bedford players, and it just, it was a hook.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to get it. Oh, it's going to be Jake McPhee's getting it. I thought it was Drew Rimmer, but I was mistaken. It was Jake McPhee. 2 minutes for hooking. I think this is going to be their first power play. We get it out. Bedford regroups in center ice as Lucas slams it on the glass all the way down. Bedford regroups behind their net, looking for their breakout. Nice interception there. They're breaking in now. Nice little move. 1-2. And Sam closes the door to keep the Donuts on the board, folks. Nice split by the D by that Bedford player. He did it a little dipsy, a little do, but he couldn't fool Sam. I think he was going 5-hole. Jacob Parker gets the draw. Bedford controls it at the point. They go D to D. It gets deflected off to the corner. Some rough and tumble stuff happening in the corner there. Bedford controls it. They take a shot, and Sam's there. The flash of the leather. 8:23 left to go in the period. 105 in the penalty kill for the Hawks. Bedford controls it. Back at the point, they go D to D. Take another shot. Lachlan gets it, he slides it all the way down the ice. Parker is hunting for that puck. And he does his job. They get it in deep. Mateo knows what to do with the puck as he slides it the length of the ice. Rimmer now looking to cause some havoc as Bedford breaks it out. Bedford breaks it into the zone with speed, into the corner. Kasopoulos steps up and has a nice hit to nullify that. Bedford setting things up as they're doing their breakout. We get it out, and they have to regroup. 5-on-5, the penalty is over. They throw it deep in. Kasopoulos comes back with the puck with some time. He picks it up. He goes D to D and up the other side. Nice little passing play there. Callum has it at center ice, and he dingles and he dangles. He goes between the legs. He controls it. He tries to play it back. No one's home as the boys were off on a change. Bedford slides it down, and this here should be icing, and it is. We're going to get a face-off just to the left of the Bedford tender. Creighton gets ready for the draw here. We got a 2-on-1 here. Kasopoulos is back trying to play it. They take a big shot. High. And we go back the other way. Quan in the corner. Plays it back to Kasopoulos. Kasopoulos gets it. He shoots it on that big tip there. Quan back to the point. Redwood takes a shot. It gets blocked. And they slide it in. Kasopoulos comes back. And there's a penalty. The whistle. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea why they stopped that play. A little confusing why they stopped that play. But we get offensive zone face-off out of it. McPhee gets waved out. Sear comes in to take the draw. Back to Lucas. Gets chipped by Lucas. Ripper comes back. He's in a foot race here. He reverses it. Sear over to Drew. Drew comes in. He drops it over to Sear. Sear comes in. He shoots. Big time save by that goalie. The rebound was bouncing on the ice in front of him, and he scooped it up with his trapper. The Halifax player, I think it was Drew Rimmer, was right there to bat it in, and that goalie came up clutch. 5:41 left to go in the scoreless game, and they get it, and they shoot. Another big save by that goaltender. Bedford goes the other side with it. Lucas comes with the puck. He goes off the boards, bounces it around. Bedford's controlling it, pushing it back in. They regroup on the other side. Drew has it. He hits McPhee. McPhee throws in and goes for a change. Lucas picks it up, takes a shot. Goalie comes up with a save. Nice little shot there by Joe Rimmer. Joe controls it. Out to Parker. He tries to take a shot. He breaks his stick. And Bedford comes back. Nice little play there to break it up. They go the other way now. Lachlan picks it up. He shovels it in. They throw it back in the corner. Bedford controls the play as they get it out. Nice little poke there. Quan picks it up. He fights off a check as he breaks in. He goes left, he goes right. Nice little shot there. Rebound. Goalie comes up with two big stops there to keep this a scoreless game. I'm telling you, these goaltenders have stole the show today. Zeros are on the board. Not much offense on the go. And the goalies are definitely doing their job. Callum comes in to take the draw. Dork has it. He goes back to Redwood. Redwood takes a shot. It gets blocked, and we have a 2-on-1 going the other way. Nice play there by Mateo to break that up. Big hit. They get it out to center ice. Bedford just floats it right back in as they want to maintain that pressure. Woody behind the net, plays it out. Nice little play there. Bedford controls in their own zone. Quan gets it. He shoots. Big save. Creighton back to Mateo. Mateo takes a shot, gets deflected. Goalie makes another big save to keep the Donuts intact with 3:31 left to go in the third. Things are beginning to heat up, folks. Scoring chances up both ends of the court. Which team is going to raise to the occasion and net one here, folks? It comes to the point. Comes back out. We slide it. Bedford controls it in their own end as they enter into center ice. Redwood back to Mateo. Mateo back to Redwood. It comes out. They slide it back in. Bedford controls it. They slide it in deep now. It comes out to the point. They throw it in deep. Mateo picks it up. Over to Woody. Woody over to Drew. They do not get it out. Bedford keeps it going. They center it. Big hit there by Mateo. They try the other side now. Drew has some room here, and he's going the other way. The boys are changing. He takes a shot. The goalie flashes the leather, comes up with a save, and we're going to get an offensive zone face-off here with 2:26 left to go in the third. Jacob Parker comes out. Lachlan has it now, reverses it over to Drew. Centering pass, big opportunity there by Jacob. Lachlan, again, 1-2. Big battles happening in front of the net. Casopoulos keeps it in. They throw it in deep. They reverse it. Casopoulos stuffs them. They throw it back. Casopoulos retrieves the puck in a foot race here. Bedford gets it. Rimmer has it now, sliding through center ice. The boys are going for a change. He dumps in, he chases. Casopoulos gets it, he throws it in. Casopoulos comes back with the puck here, 1:15 to go. He's taking a look. Bedford has it now. And we got last minute. Bedford gets to the line there. They shoot. Sam comes up with a save and pounces on it with 55 seconds left to go in the third. I'd have to say this third has been a little bit back and forth. Scoring chances on both ends. The Hawks came out a little bit stronger in the third than they did in the first two periods, which was nice to see as Callum gets ready to take the draw. It comes back to Wyatt. Wyatt slides it across the board. Comes out to the point and out. Bedford controls it now as they're coming in. They center it. Sam deflects it up. And bodies are flying all over the place here. Quan picks it up now, and he's motoring, he's wheeling, he's dealing. He falls through the Creighton. Nice little play there by Lucas to break up that play. It was looking dangerous. We got 8 seconds left, and this is going to end in a tie here, folks. That means that we're going to be playing each other again. Hold on a second here. Shoot. Nope. And that's it, folks. There will be no overtime. There'll be no overtime today, folks. We will be meeting them again. We'll be meeting them again tomorrow in the semis as this team here plays 8 periods without scoring on each other. Like I said, great effort from both sides. I know a lot of the dads and the moms and the kids on the Bedford team, and they're top notch as well. Extremely clean game. These kids know each other. They play on multiple teams with each other as well. Healthy competition, right? And like I said before, this here is a one big hockey family, right? What happens on the ice stays on the ice, and this is the sportsman aspect of the game where they shake hands and they forgive each other for all the things that they've done over the last 45 minutes. We're going to be picking the defensive players of the games. I don't know how you don't give it to the goalies, but you know, I know that the coaches love to spread it around in regards to you know, making sure that everyone has something when they go home. So I'd be surprised if Sam gets it again, seeing how he got it already, but he definitely deserves it.
Bedford Blues and a great contest this afternoon at Provincials. It's now time to present the offensive and defensive player of the game for each team. For the Halifax Hawks, the offensive player of the game is number 20, Benjamin Creighton.
Giving it to the C, Ben Creighton. What a leader that guy has been throughout the year. Greatly deserved it. He had some great offensive chances.
Number 31, Sam Matheson.
Well, he definitely deserved it. He can add it to his collection. What a stud. He made so many great saves.
The offensive player of the game is number 9, Ryan Quigley.
Yeah, I see that. He had a solid game as well, generating a lot of chances, a lot of hustle, individual battles.
And the defensive player of the game, number 1, Alec Hewitt-McLeod.
No surprise there. He stood on his head. He came up with some huge saves. I think the most impressive thing is how he controlled those rebounds.
Left in our round robin. It's coming up at 2 o'clock here on Arena 1. It'll be the Battle of Cape Breton as Lace Bay takes on Cape Breton County.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll be doing this again sometime tomorrow. And that's it. Signing off.